Hello everyone, welcome back to Playlist Pop. My name is Edward, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 Disney songs that almost didn't make the movie. Can You Feel the Love Tonight from Lion King. So during the early process of the songs, which were sung by Elton himself, Disney wasn't too fond of them, and Can You Feel the Love Tonight was one they couldn't visualize in the film because they feel like they were getting Elton John songs and not songs that represented the characters. But it was Tim Rice who co-wrote the songs with Elton for the movie, who urged patience and a leap of faith, believing that the final versions would capture the emotion they were looking for. So the songs were completed, and Can You Feel the Love Tonight was actually the first song Elton and Tim finished. But then came another obstacle, which Disney, instead of having Simba and Nala have a romantic moment as we've seen in the movie, they went with a different route and decided to have the song be in a humorous setting where Timon and Pumbaa sang the song, which Ernie Sabella, voice actor of Pumbaa, was the one who confirmed to Cinema Blend in 2017 the reason why it didn't make the movie was because Elton John didn't like the idea and even expressed how he didn't like the character Pumbaa singing his song, especially since he wrote this song to be a love ballad.
I was horrified to find when I heard it sung by the warthog. Can you feel the love tonight? It was like, oh my god. It was a shock.
In an interview Elton gave in 2012, he revealed when early screenings of The Lion King were being shown, they edited the song completely out. I was so upset and I told him so. Jeffrey Katzenberg, Disney CEO at the time, and he put it back in and it won an Oscar. And The Lion King became the best-selling soundtrack album to an animated movie in US history. When Will My Life Begin from Tango. So it's not that this song almost didn't make the movie, more that there was another song that almost made the movie and this one almost didn't get created, at least the lyrics. So the deleted song was titled What More Could I Ever Need, which instead of Rapunzel singing about her day-to-day routine without wondering when she can leave the tower, especially to see the lanterns that appeared in the sky on her birthday, on this song it's more about her singing about how happy her life is in the tower and not needing anything else, which in a 2010 Entertainment Weekly interview with Alan Menken, composer for Tango, where he talked about Tango along with animated musicals, he revealed they realized the song was too positive and that he also wanted to have an opening number for the prologue and having it sung as a story song in a Cat Stevens tone with incantations within it. But in the end they decided to stay with the traditional prologue and keep the music of What More Could I Ever Need, but scrap and rewrite the lyrics, which was when Will My Life Begin was created and was picked to be in that scene in the movie. Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid. That's right, Part of Your World was almost cut from the movie, which could you believe it was all because of a bucket of popcorn, which of course there's more to the story, but that was definitely a part of it. During some screenings of the film, Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was chairman of Disney at the time, noticed during Part of Your World, some children would get restless, causing distractions, but it wasn't until this specific screening with a bucket of popcorn that probably was what made Jeffrey want to cut the song. So in a 2023 interview, Jodie Benson, voice actress of Ariel, gay with Jay Steele, when asked about the song almost being cut from the film over a bucket of popcorn, she explained more of what happened, saying, "Yes, at one of our media screenings and test screenings, the film wasn't really finished yet. There was still some pencil sketch scenes. Unfortunately, there was a little 4-year-old boy sitting with a big popcorn in a bucket in front of Jack and Jeffrey Katzenberg, and he advertently dropped his popcorn sometime during the beginning of the song and then proceeded to be such a diligent little child and pick up every single kernel and put it back in his bucket, and Jeffrey interpreted that as we saw does not hold attention of small children." She also continued saying others who worked on The Little Mermaid didn't agree and wanted to keep the song in the movie, and it was Howard Ashman, who was co-producer and lyricist for the movie, that fought for this song because of it being the I Want song, and if they removed it no one would care about Ariel or what her dream is, and that the story wouldn't be complete without it being a part of it. So Glenn Keane, who was lead animator for Ariel, said, "Let me try some new ideas," and that's when he added Sebastian in some places during the scene to add a little bit of humor, which after seeing that and Howard not giving up on the song, Jeffrey agreed to keep the song in the final film, which the film became a big success, and Part of Your World ended up being one of the highlights of the film. film, and the song became a timeless classic for future generations. Do you want to build a snowman from Frozen? Disney's animated film Frozen captured audiences worldwide and was a big success, with it having memorable songs, but this song, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, which charted on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts, was actually almost cut from the film on September 2nd, 2014 during an ABC special for Frozen titled The Story of Frozen, Making a Disney Animated Classic. Peter Del Vecchio, producer of Frozen, revealed the challenges faced during the process, revealing there was a screening of the movie on February 2013, the same year the movie was gonna be released, and even though the individual parts were deemed strong, it was not sticking together, and because of that it was removed and put back in the film a few times, which led Disney getting emails asking why the song was missing from the film to put it back in. Kristen Bell, who voices Anna, said it was not put back in the film until the watching hour before the movie was released. She also continued saying, thankfully someone made the call to put it back in the film, and that was one of the songs that was a highlight, and the movie quickly got the status of Disney classic. Reflection from Mulan. In an insider interview Matthew Wilder gave in March 2020, who was the film composer for Mulan, he revealed how Disney wanted to cut the song from the movie while him and David Zippel were in the process of putting the ballad together. He continued by saying while Disney was doing a screen test, they noticed the audience not paying attention to the movie as much during the scene, which Matthew continued by saying they were what they refer to as popcorn moments, where the ballad of a film was of no interest to them and they were going out to the lobby to get refreshments. And it was using this analysis that helped them determine what to remove and keep for the film. Not only that, but the movie Hercules, which was released a year before Mulan, is what really got them concerned about Reflection being in the movie, because during the screen test of this film, during the moments of these songs, Go the Distance and I Won't Say parentheses I'm in Love moment would come on, they noticed that the audience wasn't really paying attention as much. On the Bancroft Brothers podcast for the Mulan Redo Reunion episode that same year, while discussing Mulan, besides the host Tony Bancroft and Barney Cook, who both directed Mulan, they also had Tony's brother Tom, who animated Mushu, and Matthew Wilder, which they revealed how they all wanted to keep the song in the movie, and Matthew continued by saying he and David fought so much to have this song stay in the film because they had such a strong belief of the song, which led to them agreeing to keeping the song, but they had to compromise, which was to shorten the song for that scene in the movie. And here's a snippet of the deleted scene of the full song during its early stages, which I assume would have played if they would have had the whole song in the movie.
How I pray that a time will come I can free myself from their expectations.
And of course they later on got Christina Aguilera to sing the full song, which is the pop version of Reflection. It's so interesting knowing this information because Part of Your World, I cannot imagine The Little Mermaid without that song. I mean, that's the song that I automatically think of besides Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl. Maybe the movie would have been successful still, but I don't think it would have hit as much without Part of Your World. Do You Want to Build a Snowman? I can still see Frozen doing really well because Let It Go was really the biggest song on that movie, but the thing is, when it comes to Do You Want to Build a Snowman, what was so good about that scene is that you kind of got a backstory as to what happened. Do you want to build a snowman? In the beginning of the movie, we see that that's what they were doing, and that was kind of like their thing. And of course, because of that accident, because of Elsa's powers, she ended up drifting further away from her, and how as they were growing up, Elsa was just becoming more and more distant because of her powers. Of course, they could have just had an instrumental played in that scene and us just witness everything that was happening, but I feel like having that song kind of helped add more emotion to that part of the movie, at least in my opinion. And Reflection, I definitely cannot imagine Mulan without Reflection. I mean, we did get a live action Mulan without any of the music. I'm glad that they did fight for that song and they were able to get it in it. But what do you think about this? Do you think these movies would have been successful without these songs, or do you think they would have still been successful even without the songs? And also, what are your top 3 favorite Disney songs? You can share it down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit like if you liked the video, subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later.